sensational. Has he done enough, Foxes? Oh, that is a big spin. Here we go then, Foxes. It's 4 lights and 5 for this Belgian Grand Prix.
And it's lights out and away we go!
All drivers away. Interesting to see how we go. Straight into turn 1. Oh, is Agent going to have a look? He doesn't. We hear a few clangs from drivers behind. Leroy running really wide in that McLaren.
He's up to P4.
He is indeed already. Look at that. What a start from all those guys ahead of him. He's made up an unbelievable amount of places right at the very beginning of this race. And already, let's see what Agent could do against Exotic. He's all over the back of him. Cannot make it stick. So, Exotic survives.
Be careful about that.
Just about survives on the way down. Looking to break up that slipstream. We know how powerful it can be here down that Kemmel Straight. But is Renix starting to look vulnerable? Mertzy is going to be right on the back of him. He's on brand new soft tyres.
We might have something to consider here, Blue. Callum Ultra is driving, but in a spectator view.
Wow, not quite sure how that has happened. My goodness me. Oh, Renix gets it wrong. Oh, he's Mertzy. Oh, this.
Oh, he's up to 7.
Unbelievable start. Indeed, Storm Twister has been flying. Let's have a look at some of these early position changes. Mertzy is about to make up another one. Side by side, gets the overspeed and gets up into P3. He's made up 4 places. Storm Twister, though, is the big winner, 7 places. But look at MK2 Ellis, down 10 positions back into P15.
Yeah, try it, Ultra.
Absolutely, not quite sure what has happened there. Exotic Plains now goes fastest. It's all going wrong for Ultra though. A disconnection has now put him down into P12. We can only but hope that he is able to get that sorted. It's going to be interesting in terms of his race strategy, what he can do from here. Certainly not what he wanted with the late stages of this championship battle. 2 Ferraris looking really good. Dutch Dirt is able to get up. Toad Carrot though has retired. Oh my goodness me. It is a virtual safety car. I think that is at Radeon. It is indeed. We've got a couple drivers in the pits as well. This could be what Ultra needed to get back in. The car is still ghosted, but hopefully he can get back in. And this virtual safety car just allow him to get back into this race. We'll wait and see. Fury pits. Ellis comes out of the pits on some brand new softs.
Garrett in the chat, at least he made it to lap 2 this week.
He did, better than last week. Toad Carrot then, our first DNF of this Belgian Grand Prix. Eau Rouge and Radeon claim their first victim, and you can see it, green flags. We are back racing, and already a little bit of a gap forming between Exotic and Agent. This is where we're going to have to see if Exotic has the maturity and has the capability of commanding a start to finish race victory. A lot of pressure considering the driving championship situation. It is just within his grasp with the early retirement of CRT Matt, who I must admit
Snacks and Dutch having a good little scrap. Storm has picked up a 3-second penalty already, as has Leroy.
Little bit of wheel banging there, perhaps. That could be interesting. Indeed, Snacks up to P5
as well.
I must admit, Renix is starting to get there.
In good control of the car though, so
that is what we like to see. He's already got the move
choosing
done.
Not to fight that on harder tyres.
It is indeed. So, a bit of pressure on Ultra now to try and make up some places here in this race. He's all over the back of Assassin. with DRS now enabled.
We'll have to get you a chair for next week, Carrot.
My goodness me, it's going to be pretty cut and dry here. Takes to the grass. Fantastic. A simple overtake.
Flying. Snacks is up 7 places. He's now up to P4. He's mugged Renix.
My goodness me, Andy is. 2.9 seconds the gap at the top. The two Ferraris though are pretty close. You've got Agent and Mercy. Mercy has got the run on Agent with the DRS,
I think that's strategic. I think Agent's let him go.
Do you think this is arguably going to be
after Exotic?
Do you think it's going to be not necessarily their downfall, but there's a little bit of added pressure on these Ferrari guys? If you didn't know, they are cousins. They are going to be communicating with each other in regards to race order and everything that they're trying to do. We're seeing it in the qualifying sessions throughout Season 3 in terms of giving other drivers a tow. Has he let Mercy go for his position in the Drivers' Championship? Give Mercy the best chance at maybe getting P3? And Agent needs to fight tooth and nail if he's going to keep NOS Snacks behind him. Let's not forget, Snacks is our Season 2 champion. He is defending his title. Sadly, some force feedback issues prohibited him from racing, but he's back in the league for his final few and has just set the fastest lap of the race. Look at the gap at the top though, AJ. Oh my god.
Ferrari plan not working out that well. It looks like
it's not.
Agent up here.
It's looking that way, isn't it? They're going to be side by side. Agent's going to have to get past. Look at Snacks. Oh my goodness me. Oh, it's dangerous. Is he going to do it? Is he going to... Oh, no! He just did not brake enough. It was always going to be... No. Forever a closing door through there. Oh, my goodness. That now puts Snacks back down in 6th, and it means it is all for him to do again in terms of making up positions here at Spa. He's hungry. He's hungry, can taste points, and he's got Dutch Dirt ahead of him, who is on medium tyres. So I'm sure that's going to be another place made up once he gets into the DRS zone. Meanwhile, let's have a little look at Mr. Renix on those medium tyres. Not doing too badly. He's P4. Lost out a little bit, but everything is kind of happening around him. He can just maintain his pace. I think this could be
in the first runner on mediums is big for him though.
This is it.
Callum Ultra's making good progress. He's back up to P9 already.
Wow.
But not over
already.
Yeah, and he's chomping at Storm as well.
Let's have a look. Let's see this Ultra versus Storm Metal gap. What's that? 2.5 seconds. Leroy, a 3-second time penalty, pushing the track limits a little bit. Storm Twister's in. Wow, is that a bit early? Now, at what point here, if you were starting on those soft tyres, would you be boxing for mediums, AJ? When are you making the call?
Yeah, 100%. It's either... generally, the sweet spot, I think, is around 6 or 7. If you're looking to pull some undercut stuff there, P5 is... lap 5 is more than doable.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a safety car later on or whatever, gives those mediums some assistance later on. But yeah, it's not uncommon to see guys come in for mediums on lap 5.
Renix gets
especially
really skew F. It's a safety car.
His teammates binned it. Blue. The Assassin's out.
UK Assassin, Evolution Radion as well.
Crashed through Radion, and it is a safety car.
It's a full safety car.
Storm,
wow.
Has Storm pulled an absolute he's going to lose out to this, surely. He's the only one who's made a stop under race conditions, and everybody else now gets a drastically reduced stop.
It's going to be tough. Going to be really tough. We said about this again in that pre-race build-up. Track position when a full safety car gets called can be incredibly advantageous if you are in the right place on the track. So, Assassin.
Oh, I'm expecting everybody to stop here, Blue.
I think so.
Everybody's coming.
I think so. Scooby-Doo in the hards.
The medium guys now have a decision to make. The medium guys, if they want to go to the end, they've got to come in and strap on a set of hards, and I don't think you can ignore a free pit stop to hards.
No, I think you've got to take advantage of it, but it's not ideal. Ooh, Exotic!
Lost it on the way into the pits.
Okay, that was all right.
That was squeaky bomb time, wasn't it?
That could have ended really bad.
So he's going to have to be double stacking behind his teammate here.
He is. Let's see how it's going.
Snack
with
stays out.
The Ferrari boys. Snacks is staying out. I like this. I like this from Snacks. If he can make it work. Everybody comes in. Here comes the double stack. Doesn't seem too bad, but I think it's a front wing change actually for Mertzy.
Front wing change.
He is. He had a bit of damage. He had some damage. He now gets released, so that should help him out. Wow. Okay. Ultra now on mediums is gonna be P9. Is this gonna be something special from Callum Ultra to get up into the podium position? It's gonna be tough. Because that is a impressive roster of drivers ahead of him.
The stops work out. If you're looking at it, the people that have stopped, Exotic is net P1, Agent's net P2, Mertzy's net P3, Callum Ultra is net P4.
Wowza. MK2 Ellis pits for new mediums. The right call. That's going to bring him back into this race. So Snacks chooses to start, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. Because...
yeah, there's only 5 of them. Yeah, so it's the medium guys. So Snacks has stayed out on softs. Renix is on a set of mediums. Dutch is on mediums. Those top 3 haven't stopped. Next one is Mello, who's on mediums in P5, and Hansen on mediums in P7. They are the 5 runners that haven't stopped.
Wow.
But yeah, only 2 people on softs now. That's Snacks staying out on his starting set, and Leroy is on a fresh set of boots in P12. Yeah,
that is the thing. Obviously, where we got Snacks on those 5-lap old softs, his safety car could just extend their life a little bit, and it just means that when he does pit for the medium tyres, is that extra tyre longevity? Is the pace around an entire lap of this Spa circuit going to be enough to justify staying out? Is he going to be that much quicker in those final few laps being on newer mediums compared to pitting now? I'm not sure.
This is it.
I'm not sure. It's a risk, and he's arguably in a position to take it. The man's got nothing to lose. He's been incredibly racy so far. Very intriguing indeed to see how this is going to play out. We're going to be going to hit lap 7, and I'm sure the safety car will come in and resume on lap 8. Wow, flying through the laps already. He stays out as well. So you can see everybody else here is on mediums, but Renix on used mediums. Same with Dutch Dirt. Exotic Plains, the only guy on brand new mediums, and this safety car period will help increase the tyre life of these mediums. But I'm figuring they should have been able to go to the end anyway. Arguably, without the safety car, should have been decent enough to go
they
that
were
way.
fine anyway. But as I say, you've got a few on brand new mediums. So Exotic, Agent, Mertzy, Callum Ultra, and MK2 Ellis is using his second set of mediums. So watch out for Ellis, because Ellis has got both his compounds out the way. Had to pit early for damage because it went medium to soft. He's back on the medium, so Ellis does not have to stop again.
So yeah, this Ellis I think is in with a decent shout of a solid points finish here. I think a few things need to go his way just to kind of make sure and allow it to happen. But if he keeps his head down and does what he does best, more than enough opportunity to be able to get some points. Meanwhile, Mr. Hansen, 6-lap old mediums, don't think he has pitted yet. Little bit of pressure on him to deliver for the Constructors' Championship now that his teammate is no longer racing. Do you reckon he's feeling that pressure? Do you reckon he's starting to get a little bit yippy? Wow, there's a whole
Renix,
lot
can
of...
you get on with it, please? What you're doing now is absolutely idiotic, quite frankly.
What is going on there? It's causing an unbelievable amount of bunching up. Is that something that ends up needing review? Because that was...
I'm actually going to make a note of it, because I'm not happy about it.
That was causing a huge amount of issues through what is arguably one of the slowest corners on the lap.
Given the speed you were going, Renix, I think he's quite right to be honest. I don't know what the hell you were doing.
Not sure what has happened there. Safety car is in.
You're then faced with two
lap.
options, really. So you either screw the field over or you take the penalty. I know which one I'm doing.
Snacks now the de facto safety car. Going to be interesting to see at what point he chooses to go. Because normally it's quite, it's quite sort of simple. You go sort of at the end of the bus stop chicane, but if you time it right, the other drivers are almost still on the brakes coming into the corner before they even get the chance.
I'm well aware of that tempo. I'm simply
We're
stating
aware of that
I don't
tempo.
care. It's not an excuse.
The reason why he ended up overtaking is because he was going so slow in the first place. And it caused everybody to back up and potentially cause some damage as well. That being said, we're now back underway. Snacks on those softs. Oh my goodness me, Snacks. Woo! Big wobble out of I saw.
Mello's defended it well. They parked it on the apex, gave him nowhere to go.
Oh, he's right there, isn't he, Agent? He's got to be careful here. It takes one false move from Mello to get it wrong. Oh, he's by side.
He does it nicely though. He should get a nice run.
I don't think he's going to. He sort of went too wide too early. I think Mello's going to be able to keep hold of it here. Actually ended up quite comfortable in terms of holding a track position.
Callum Ultra's past Hansen.
He is indeed. Ultra's now starting to make up some time and moves here. It's still a decent points finish, but we'll be hoping for more. So a couple Ferraris ahead of him. Meanwhile, Exotic and Dutch to trade places. Those new mediums are going to be working wonders, and Exotic has no doubt got Mr. Renix in his sights. Snacks a little bit further up the road, that gap over a second now. So Snacks still finding a decent bit of grip and life in these softs yet. How long does it last though? Because we know it's a long lap. If they start to switch off in at the early stages of this lap, it's going to be tricky to get around the final few corners. Oh my goodness me, it's side by side. Oh, Exotic, what a move. Max Verstappen-esque through that corner back in his days at Toro Rosso. I think it was around the outside of Felipe Nasr, if anyone can remember that from I think the 2015 season. That's a absolute stunner. Toxic Fury though gets a 3-second time penalty down in P12. Ellis though, brand new mediums, surely going to start getting a run soon. We're going to stay on board with him. Turns in nicely. Fury is on hard tyres.
Nearly lost it on the top of a Rouge. It wasn't the Radion left, it was the last little bit of the right hander of a Rouge.
The last
very squiggly. I think Dutch had his heart in his mouth for a second.
It's dangerous, is what I mean. You got to be careful with how you follow up through there. You want to be as close as possible to give yourself the best chance.
Agent decided better of it, unlike Snacks.
Oh. Maybe that is the difference between the two. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Snacks made it work in Season 2 when he had to. Mercy and Agent then, side by side. I wonder what's happening here. They're pretty much on the same strategy now, all the way through to the end of the race. Lap 9 of 22 at the moment. Ultra just waiting in the wings, biding his time. If he can get close. And when DRS gets enabled again, it's going to be very interesting. Mertzi gets a 3-second time penalty though for exceeding the track limits. How costly is that going to be? Does that change up the plans at Ferrari? Does Agent get a run? Oh my goodness me. Callum Ultra is all over the back.
I was going to say, given how
all
close
over the
Ultra
back.
is, any form of struggling around from that Ferrari is likely to lose them both.
Questions being asked of the Strata Ferrari. Wow,
going to be able to get close enough to Mertzi to sort of orchestrate anything, but
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But this is the best action on the track. There's a nice little scrap actually between the two Mercs and Toxic at the back. But this is the DRS train that we want to look at. 3rd down to 7th.
They've all got it. We can see the DRS wide open. I think Agent is going to get a comfortable run. Indeed, he is ahead at the corner. It is job done. Wow, that is powerful. All goes a bit deep, but Agent's not going to be able to get a look in. Certainly not on this lap. Bit of patience. I'm sure he'll get the opportunity.
Never really works.
I'm sure he'll get the opportunity next lap, but a little bit of a gap between Ultra and Mertzy. It's over a second at the moment. Needs to claw back a little bit of time if he's going to get DRS off the back of Mertzy and be able to stay competitive. Otherwise, it's going to be a straight swap back with Agent.
I mean, to be fair, that looked like a preset difference, Blue. Like, they both had DRS then, and now Ultra just had so much more overspeed.
Snacks, though. A 3-second time penalty. You guys might not be able to see that at the top, but indeed, that is a 3-second time penalty for NOS Snacks. Again, exceeding the track limits. Doesn't take a lot here at Spa. Certainly, there's a few corners you run slightly wide, and it will cost you. Indeed, Fury is
out of the wall, though.
Yeah, he keeps on going. He keeps it going. Look at this fight. It is getting close here.
Mercedes at the back here, chopping and changing. It's hurting them. They're dropping away from Leroy. They need to pick a leader here.
Random all of the big GG.
They're taking time off each other. They need to start working together.
Ultra has managed to bring that gap down, so he will get the DRS. So it's a train. Oh, he does. He needs to. He's got a 3-second time penalty. This was always the risk with Max,
especially him being on those softs.
Here comes Dutch.
He's kind of stuck in a bit of.
Look at that overspeed.
Now is Snacks.
Is Ultra now going to make the move as well? He does. Just about makes it stick back past both Ferraris now. So certainly making up the places as Fury gets another 3-second time penalty. Wow. So Ultra is making moves. The desync issues that he's had at the start of the race has allowed him, well, he's managed to get back in, and he's putting his foot to the floor. It's got to be said.
Two people in front of him have yet to pit as well. So
wow, this is it
at the moment.
It's
Renix
looking decent. Oh my goodness me!
AI, the middle of the corner.
Why is it gone AI? I'm not sure what has happened here. He's gone all the way down to P6. I have no idea quite what has gone on there. Not sure what has happened, but he's now all the way back down in P6. Really not sure what has happened, but let's put Mr. Ultra up to P3. Mertzy, 4th, Agent into 5th. How costly?
Oh, he's had a mare. Callum Renix's TV just turned off. Thank God he hit the pause
TV
button.
turn off. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Wow. Just goes to show that people don't exactly think of everything before these races. Ooh, Mertzy pushing the curbs a little bit there.
Now, this is an interesting thing. Ultra hasn't broken away since he passed Mertzy.
No, he hasn't. He's still
the
he's
two
still
Ferraris
there.
ducking in and they're going with him.
But he is his teammate ahead of him. Now, is Dutchster going to do a job here? So I'm pretty sure Ultra is going to get the run and will get past on DRS. You can see Dutch is moving to one side to let his teammate past for the Drivers' Championship.
To see the widest Alpine you've ever seen in your life.
It's going to be shades of Fernando Alonso at Hungary in the real F1 season, I think. Dutchster is going to look to make his Alpine so wide and hold up these Ferraris as best as possible to say Callum Ultra and Exotic Planes, our drivers in P1 and P2, are now championship competitors. With the early retirement of CRT Matt, who will not be racing in the final few races, it's about a 27 point difference. So look, it's all to play for. It's these two guys right here. It's going to come down to the wire. Mr. Exotic though, oh, nearly loses it. Woo! Nearly lost it. He's got a comfortable gap at 3.6 seconds, so a bit of pressure on to make sure he can convert this into a
race is brilliant from
win.
Dutch.
He's doing a stunning job, isn't he?
He's burying his own race. He's just sticking the car. He's holding a line. Oh, Mertzy thought about a little look into the bus stop. decided to wait. Dutch has parked it on the apex.
He's got to be very, very sensible here. He's playing the game superbly. Both of these Ferrari drivers want their opportunity to get past. They no doubt will.
Out of here, though.
It's a decent exit. I don't think it's going to be enough. Whether it's just one driver or two from this Ferrari team that are able to make their move on this Kemmel straight. I mean, look at the overspeed that they're getting already. Look at that, he moves to one side, both of them.
For Mercy and Agent straight in behind as well.
Oh, Agent's
going to have a look at
Agent's
Mercy.
Mercy wow.
Backed out, he's saying, on you go, son.
Ooh, okay, so that extra bit of overspeed from Agent has got him up into P3. Look at the gap, though.
Dutch has done his job. He's given him about 2.5 seconds.
Absolutely, that is a stunning bit of defence work from Dutch to helping out his championship contender teammate. Wow. Very good
Storm's had a little
performance.
spin where he did in quali. He's not likely come today.
He has indeed. Not a good race.
Leroy all over Hansen as well.
Is he? Yeah, 0.2 seconds. Let's have a look. Wow, really close between these two here. Let's have a look at this.
On those medium tyres.
Wow, how long is Hansen going to be able to go on these? P7 at the minute, again in the points. Doing solid work. Lord Vader and Reliable Chunk join us in the chat. Good to see you two gents knocking about.
Of those 5 people that pitted, sorry to cut you across you there.
No.
Of the 5 people that didn't pit under the safety car, we've still got 4 of them out. It's only Snacks on those soft tyres.
Yeah, very true.
Still going. So Mello
Dutch
down in P11.
pits.
Dutch pits. Well, he's done his job, hasn't he?
He has absolutely done it. Now he can start thinking about his own race, see if he can help the constructors pit and finish with a few extra points. He's going to go onto soft tyres. Should be a good move until the end of the race. Should be plenty of life in them.
Now, Leroy's going to get the DRS here. Is he going to get close enough?
It's good to have you in here, Random Northerner. Hope you are enjoying. Make sure you're getting involved in the Discord, the Twitter, the TikTok, Instagram, you name it, we are on it. Don't forget YouTube as well.
Lost too much through La Source in that first corner. Left him in no man's land.
Wow, look at that gap at the top of the pile, though. 4.3 seconds. Is it a case of job done here? That gap has improved significantly over the last couple of laps, but pressure can do funny things to people in these situations. I know that both of these guys are itching to win a Drivers' Championship. Mr. Ultra is finished P2.
Hansen picks up another penalty. They are starting to hurt him at the moment.
Oh, let's have a look at the penalties, shall we? Shall we see what people have picked up? There you go on screen. Hansen, 9 seconds worth of penalties. You've got Leroy on 6 seconds. So those added 3 has really hurt him. Ellis as well. He's currently P8, and with the time penalties in front of him, could stand to have another stunning race result. He did it last week in Austria, where all the time penalties went his way. Exactly that. My goodness me.
Renix, Hansen and Leroy all pit.
They all pit at exactly the same time. My goodness me. Let's see what Renix has got. He's got a 5-second penalty though, so the team do not work on the car. He's going to have soft tyres to the end. Going to be uber competitive.
Nearly got Hansen. Nearly got him out of the pits.
Look how close they are out of the pit lane. Oh la la. This is going to be an exciting race to finish between these two. Both of them brilliant drivers. Absolutely stunning drivers. There's always going to be some phenomenal respect between the two. Is Leroy going to get the job done safely up Eau Rouge and Radion? Didn't work out so well for him in Q3. He's got the DRS. He's not using his ERS, interestingly enough. Wow, okay.
Yeah, rather smartly picked the middle of the road. He said, you choose, big boy.
I am surprised to not see Leroy using his ERS there. Maybe just biding his time, waiting for another opportunity. Interesting.
Check back. We'll have to check back his feed after this. Maybe a case that all of a sudden the light comes on when he hears you say it.
He was a victim, though, of the commentator's curse in this.
He was
in the qualifying.
A bit, isn't it, really?
That's true. I tell you, we're not going to watch any more of Leroy. Let's not risk it. Hansen in the track. Track limits are a joke. It is a contentious topic of conversation in F1 2021. Track limits are interesting, especially when you consider the limits that the real drivers take. Certainly here at Spa, using all of the curve. But is it Stavolo, the bottom of the gun handle? It's
we were talking about how smart he races earlier. MK2 Ellis has just made a decision. Didn't really fight Snacks. He had the run out of Stavolo.
Interesting. Just wants good points,
like
doesn't he?
Snacks was going to have a run. But yeah, he's obviously just realised, look, this guy's on fresher tyres. He's got a penalty.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can hang with him. Use some DRS for a few laps. See
I like
if he
it.
can drag me clear.
I like it.
And maybe, just maybe, he could stay close enough.
He's a
Mercy
smart
has
guy,
gone in
this
front
Ellis.
Of Agent. So see if the Ferraris are now going to start working together and giving each other DRS to try and claw some of this back. Storm's round at the top of Radion.
Oh, and he is. Oh my goodness me, he's dropping back. He's able to stay
waiting.
side. Yeah, very,
really
well
nice
done.
rejoin from Storm there.
He's just outside the point.
Leroy is back behind Storm. Leroy had a spin that we didn't catch?
I think so.
He was right on Hansen.
Maybe he joined Storm in a little spinneroo. Not sure if Storm has got damage though. Actually, I think it is. Looking at that front left-hand side of his wing, that looks like he's missing an end plate to me.
I say that looked like Storm was apologetically letting him past as well. So maybe something has happened between the pair of them.
Maybe it's a case of Storm spinning. Maybe Leroy getting caught up in that. It wouldn't be the first time that Leroy seems to be on the receiving end of another driver's misfortune. Meanwhile, we're back at the front of the grid. Calam Ultra 4.7. It's a swap at Ferrari as Mertzi comes into the pits. He's got a 3-second time penalty. He's got a little bit of time behind. He's P6. Gonna put on some softs. I like it. Bit of fun towards the end of this race then. Hansen sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:45.435. Those 9 seconds worth of penalties certainly going to hinder him towards the end. Mertzi's come out of the pit lane with Hansen right behind. He's got 9 seconds of penalties, but is Hansen going to get an opportunity here? He's just set the fastest lap, gets in the slipstream, makes it look easy. Fantastic overtake from the man in the Red Bull. How long can he hang on to it? Penalties are going to cost him. Mertzi doesn't necessarily have to overtake him on track in order to gain that position, but I'm pretty sure Mertzi will want to get a little bit higher than P7. Mellow cover now with another 3-second time penalty. If you are new here, maybe this is your first time watching the Bluefoxx F1 League. It is indeed a full qualifying followed by a 50% race distance. It is 22 laps around this Spa circuit, and it is indeed strict corner cutting. So those track limits will catch you out if you are pushing them. Absolutely. We all know they are not exactly the most accurate here in this 2021 game, but needless to say, all of our drivers are putting on a show. Not quite as crazy and action-filled as last week's Austrian Grand Prix. As I said earlier on in the show, if you have not seen that, get over to the YouTube channel, !YouTube in the chat. We'll give you the link. Get over there, like it, subscribe, make sure you are keeping up with all of the Bluefoxx content, especially when I am not live on stream. I implore you to go back and watch that Austria race. Absolutely incredible racing action from start to finish. Insane. One of the best races we've ever had since the inception of the Bluefoxx F1 League. This being said, let's see what Hansen has got. Is he going to make up another place here? He's got Dutch dirt in his crosshairs. He does indeed. It's 2 places in 2 laps. Dutch Dirt now finds himself defending from a Ferrari yet again. I'm intrigued to see how long he can hold that up for. Hansen making moves, but those time penalties gonna cost him. Gonna really cost him here in this Belgian Grand Prix. Not what we want to see, and not what you want to see. Is Scoob in the chat, a beauty of a race last week? I could not agree more. Could not agree more.
Yes, unfortunately Storm's having a torrid time. He's having another little spin route. He's down in 13.
Wow, yeah.
He's come in and fixed the damage though.
Taking the opportunity. Down in P13 with lots of time penalties. A bit of a race to forget for Storm Twister. Renix as well with that late pit stop. I gotta admit, has put in a sensational performance in qualifying. Not quite able to convert it into the race, but needless to say, absolutely needs to be highlighted. You got Mr. Renix starting to show a little bit more about what he is about and what he is capable of. It's what we love to see. What was that? I thought I heard a little connection with the wall there. Definitely heard something. It seems like the car is fine. Keep an eye on that though. Leroy, 9 seconds worth of penalties. If things stay the way they are, it looks like Renix may well claim a point. Just needs to be careful with his track limits, and Renix could find himself just earning a little something for that Aston Martin team. Dutch Dirt now, oh my god, look at this battle here. Mertzi, Dutch Dirt, Hansen. Oh, this has got the ability to start getting a bit messy. Mertzi, again, we've said about him before, needs to show patience. He's going to be side by side. Oh my goodness gracious me, throws it up the inside. Manages to come out on top. Dutch Dirt, oh my goodness me. Hansen starting to push as well. Woo! Now it's starting to get a little bit intense. Oh, Callum! Oh, Callum! Oh no, it's Dutch! Oh, that is a big hit with the wall. Oh, he loses it on the back end of Buon. That is destroyed. Full safety car as well. Late drama. So now all the cars are going to be bunched up. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout at the end of this race. No DRS. Wow. All of a sudden, it gets crazy interesting again. Oh, yeah. That is not a good place to have an accident. I think just lost it on the rears. We saw him go. Apologies, I thought it was Mr. Ultra for a second, but no. Mr. Dutch Dirt 46. Wow. And this is the other thing, Foxes. With all of these time penalties, how on earth the final lineup is going to look.
Tell you what.
Wow.
The Ferraris have actually done a treat here. They've actually got the pit stop out of the way before the safety car happened. So no double stack for the Ferraris. So they're now in position 4 and 5. Ultra's P3. Snacks is the oddball out on those medium tyres in P2. Mello and Ellis are then next up. So I expect Mello to be unleashing Ellis because he's on older tyres. Hansen's P8, Renix P9. Leroy is in for another fresh set of softs. He's P10. Toxic's fresh set of softs P11. And Storm coming round at the back for P12.
And the safety car will be in on this lap. So for those of you who don't know, the safety car will always give 2 laps of racing at the end of every race. The race will not finish under safety car conditions. So it will indeed be in on this lap. We'll have 2 laps, meaning there is no DRS. It is on that 3rd lap that DRS gets enabled. So it will be out of action. It is back to pure racing. Slipstream and energy recovery systems are going to dictate, but as I said, there are some penalties to take into consideration. Again, MK2 Ellis could find himself up in a decent spot. Exotic and Ultra, you've got Asian in there without any points. Wow. This is gonna be an exciting couple of laps. to finish off this Belgian Grand Prix. There it is. Safety car is in this lap, as Renix gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Leroy. That is not what you want to see under safety car conditions. Toad Carrot is in there. The early DNF in the chat saying is going to be a good watch. Tell me in the chat, who are you backing to take the victory in this race? Can Exotic Plains hold on for the final 2 laps, or maybe we're going to see some late lunges from Ultra and Agent, potentially deciding the end of this race? Wow, is that Exotic choosing to go early? It is indeed. Wow, he's gone a lot earlier than anticipated, but he's made it work. The gap is over a second already. That is rather a healthy gap. That's what you want on a safety car restart. We're going to go on board though with Agent, arguably the driver at the back of this queue. Intrigued to see what happens here, although Callum Ultra looks the closest. Needs to be careful. Decent heat in the tyres. He's on softs. Are they brand new, those softs? They are. They're brand new, but he's not able to get the job done. Snack is able to hold on. It's almost a guaranteed P2 for Ultra if he just holds a position, but is the race victory just already starting to fall out of his grasp? Penultimate lap then of this Belgian GP. We all win in the Bluefoxx League. Indeed, if you have been sat back, relaxing and enjoying the race content, firstly, it's great to have you here. I hope you are thoroughly enjoying this race. Belgium never fails to disappoint. It is indeed race number 8 of 10, so we are right at the business end of the season. Every point counts. Every single lap matters. That being said, Fresh Agent is right on the back of Ultra. It's definitely a little bit of a train here. Meanwhile, Exotic out in front has that gap at 3.0 seconds. Wow, those soft tyres are doing wonders out in front. Just needs to keep it together. Make sure he's not pushing any track limits, and he should be able to take the win. Callum Ultra sends it on the inside of Snacks. We've now got Fresh Agent side by side. Oh, I think Snacks thinks better of it. Recognises the Agent just on the shoot. Oh, Snacks! Oh, Snacks is round. Manages to get the car back on circuit. He's now down to P8. There's a little battle happening here between Hansen and the two Mercedes. Is he going to get the run on Mello? Oh, time penalties again. Oh, Mello. Oh, Mello really not leaving much space there. Wow, that was not what you wanted. Oh, looking really racy is Hansen. Wow. Oh, that was very, very interesting moves from Mello. Oh, Hansen again.
Snacks has hit a curb through Les Combes as well. Snacks is round again.
Oh, it's a touch. MK2 Ellis now starting to pull away a little bit. Mello is doing all he can to try and back up Hansen. Like I said, Hansen eager to get as many points on offer to help their Constructors' Championship bid. We'll keep an eye on that though. Back to our top 3. Fresh Agent, half a second behind Ultra. Oh, understeers. Oh my goodness me. Ross K, good to see you here. We're on the final lap. Exotic Plains though. Absolutely a stunning drive from him. A few things going his way. He has commanded this race. A little bit of maturity from him. Comes up to the line to win the Belgian Grand Prix. His championship rival though, in Callum Ultra, finishes in P3. Agent up in P2. Mertzy 4th. Ellis holds on for P5. Mello 6th. Fury 7th as they all start coming towards the line. Hansen in the points for P8. Snacks. Wow, what could have been? What could have been for Snacks? Down in P9, Leroy gets the final point on offer.
So it's a bug on the leaderboard, Ultra. When if you get lagged out and come back in, if for some reason it gives you a 5-second penalty without warning you, but that will be it will be Ultra P2 and UP3.
Okay, we'll wait and see the final confirmed results. Hansen with driver of the day. GG to you, good sir. A stunning race. Wow. Exotic Planes again with a race victory. It seems like it's going to be a championship of two halves, doesn't it? Out comes the champagne then. GG to everybody. What a stunning race that was.